So since the price of Bitcoin is printing new all-time high day after day, how should we prepare ourselves for the upcoming days? Because if we look at the price action here in a different time frame using different scenarios, we are definitely being flashed with some very interesting moves. So before I start talking about it, I want you guys to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a friendly reminder to those individuals who have not claimed this $200 futures position airdrop, either Bitcoin USD position airdrop or Ethereum USDT position airdrop. If you haven't claimed this bonus, please check the video description. Now, if you look at this price action here in a monthly time frame, you can see, guys, the Livermore pivotal point theory looks like playing out perfectly, breaking the previous high, giving us a buying opportunity. And I have been saying this since months. Price, once it breaks out of the previous high, flips that into support, it is going to give us a buying opportunity. And if you look at the price action here in a monthly time frame, you can see after breaking the previous high, the price of Bitcoin is turning very bullish. Not just only because we are breaking out from this key line of resistance, but parallelly in a weekly time frame, the price of Bitcoin also looks like forming this cup and handle pattern type of formation. This here is more like handle and cup pattern, but the logic is very simple. Many were asking me, Anup, is this a reasonable cup and handle pattern? What I want you guys to do is just simply invert this scenario. I mean, looking at this in an inverse scale, you can see this clearly looks like a breakout from this neckline. So if this here is going to be a continuation pattern, what are we expecting next? We are expecting another continuation here to the downside in invert scale with price objective around 100,000, 120,000. But we have said we will be very happy if the price simply tests the resistance which we have been talking about, the monthly arrow line around 91,000. Yes, guys, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue with this uptrend as long as we remain above this monthly arrow line, which sits around 69,400, or let's say simply 69,000. If we can remain above 69,000, then the next target according to our leading indicator is going to be around 77,800 and even up to 91,000. Yes, guys, this monthly R3 line will be looked as our upcoming target if the price of Bitcoin manages to remain above 69,000, because we know I have talked about this symmetrical triangle breakout formation. I showed you this breakout might show a move like this. After breaking out from this upper trend line, we could see more of a range bound and price slowly heading here to the upside. And if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, if you look at this example which I showed you a couple of days ago, it played out perfectly. So according to this example, you can see we still have few more rooms here for this impulsive move. So if the price of Bitcoin, right, if the price of Bitcoin remains over 69,000 in the medium short term and also could break the resistance which you have here around 72,500, then it is going to be looked as a continuation pattern. Price of Bitcoin after that is expected to show a move like this towards this monthly R2 line, which sits around 77,800, or let's say 78,000. Once this key line of resistance gets broken, right, around 72,500, it is going to be looked as a continuation pattern. And why this resistance must be broken? Because if you look at this price structure here in a 4-hour time frame, we are forming a rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish continuation pattern. Lower trend line is acting as a line of support, upper trend line is acting as a line of resistance. So if the price of Bitcoin fails to regain its trend above this upper trend line or fails to hold the support from this lower trend line, then we are expecting a very similar move to happen like this. Price of Bitcoin coming back to test some key line first before starting with this actual breakout or actual impulsive move, because we have been very aware about the scenarios which could be unfolding parallelly. I mean, any sort of a pullback, if this bearish rising wedge scenario is going to play out, price getting attracted around 60,000, 61,000, you can see this rising trend line support might be tested, which is again going to be around 60,000, and then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to go parabolic. So any sort of a retracement here in the medium short term or in the upcoming days, you can see it might be just a retest, price coming back to test the previous temporary waistline, before starting with this actual impulsive move, because we know around this area it's not just only this rising trend line. I showed you on my previous video, even the support from this Williams alligator indicator, CryptoAnup buy sell indicator will be there. So any sort of a pullback parallelly, you can see we might be following this parabolic curve pattern or step like formation, where we could be forming base for this base for, right? We could be forming base for some range bound price coming back to test some key line of support before starting with this actual parabolic move, because we know according to this step like formation, if we are going to continue this uptrend, then around sell point, which might be 91,000 in my opinion, right? This is where we could be getting attracted, and only after that start showing some weakness. So in a bigger frame, any sort of a pullback might be just a temporary pullback. Even according to our Bollinger Band, you can see during uptrend, whenever the price of Bitcoin has broken the upper band, you can see we have seen very impulsive move playing after that, right, during uptrend. So whenever we have seen price breaking upper band, the price of Bitcoin after that has shown some very bullish move. So in the medium short term, since this is also an impulsive move, price breaking the upper band, any sort of a pullback will be finding support, or let's say the signal line on the center line will be acting as support for Bitcoin. So any sort of a pullback in the medium short term, this central line or the signal line will be acting as support, and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to show another move like this. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Any sort of a pullback in the medium short term is going to give us a buying opportunity. So even according to CryptoAnup buy sell indicator, Williams alligator indicator in a daily time frame, we will be finding support around this area before looking for another opportunity like this. So consolidation, range bound, even some corrective move might be short-lived, and price of Bitcoin after that could be turning very bullish. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also 200 USDT position airdrop is available to those individuals who have not claimed this yet. I mean, we are being provided with 200 free USDT position airdrop, Bitcoin USDT position airdrop, or Ethereum USDT position airdrop. So if you haven't claimed this bonus, please check the video description. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.